Man is the only being God created that 3 different kinds of life are at work in him at the same time. Your body is sustained by a different life. It said the life of the flesh in Leviticus 17:11 is in the blood. So the fleshly dimension of you is sustained by a life that operates in your blood. Because your flesh came from the dust, you will depend on the resources from the dust to survive. If not, that life will die. And if anything wants to attack your fleshly life, it will attack your blood. That's why when you go to the hospital for diagnosis, they just take a sample of your blood. They say, go home. They can come back and tell you everything about your body, because the life of your flesh is in your blood. The reason you don't eat for 24 hours and suddenly you become a calm and gentle man is because life is dissipated and you are not refilling. Now, some of you have not fed your spirit in 1 month. Imagine what your spirit is like. That's why when they say pray for 5 minutes, it looks as if you want to die. Because imagine somebody who has been bedridden for 6 months. You now say, come, let's go for Olympics. You want to kill the person. There's no energy in the flesh. That's how some of our spirits are. So when you come and we say, let's pray for 1 hour, the first thing is that you are shocked. How can I pray non-stop for 1 hour? Is it possible to pray for 1 hour? Because there's no energy in the spirit life. But if they say, let's watch a movie for 12 hours, come on. There's so much capacity. The reason is because there are 3 kinds of life working in you right now as you are sitting here. The fleshly life that is sustained by flesh, and then the soulish life that is sustained by breath. It said in Genesis 2:7 that when he formed the man from the ground, he breathed into the man the breath of life, and the man became a living soul. So the life of the soul is the breath. And that's why when breath is withdrawn from you, you check out. No matter how strong you are, when breath go, your soul departs. Because your soul will go to where breath came from. That's where that life is from. But in Genesis 2:9, there is a tree of life that he planted in the garden that was supposed to feed the spirit of the man. So every day, man is supposed to feed his body, his soul, and his spirit. You feed your body with the physical meals that you have. You feed your soul with facts and information so that it's strengthened. All of the gates you have, your eyes, your ears, they are to feed your soul as well. So don't say, I am spiritual, and you know nothing about nothing. You will not have relevance. Even the apostles that Jesus raised, Paul was better than them. Because the soul of Paul was more refined than their souls. Because when God needed matters of doctrine to be captured, they didn't have enough intelligence to articulate it. They knew Jesus as much as Paul, but Paul had a more refined soul. So why Peter wrote 3 letters, Paul wrote 14. John, who was carried to heaven, wrote 5 letters, Paul wrote 14. Because the soul is refined. You need to feed your soul as well.